Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So what do you do to, to be your best self? Like, I'm always trying to learn more. I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to just enjoy life and do it in a way that fills my soul. So for me, that looks like things like doing more art, doing more writing, doing more music, doing more whatever. But I also love business stuff. So, I'm working on business and I love all of that. But I'm also taking on my health. I'm also, and it's, some days are really good and some days are not so great, but generally I'm taking on my health, and I'm just always trying to sort of take one step further forward. And then I sort of hit a plateau. Like it's like, okay, I've got enough on my plate now. I can't take on anything else until I, get these few things that I'm working on to a point where I'm happy leaving them. And then I'll take on something else. But that's me. So what is it that you do that sort of fills your soul, takes you one step closer to where it is you want to be? What does that look like for you? And, it's going to look differently depending on where you are in your life, of course, right? Like when our kids were small, because we had 3 daughters under the age of 5, and when they were small, I barely survived. You know what I mean? You're just in focus. You're in mom mode. You're not even a wife anymore. You're not yourself. You're just mom, and you're focused on keeping them alive. Basically, that was my trying to instill in them all of the things that you want for them. To be young, independent women, to be polite, to be respectful, to be compassionate. And you're trying to teach them that from like the moment they're conceived, practically. I remember my mom saying, just if you're going to put out one prayer, have a prayer that you have children who have common sense, because you cannot teach that. The rest of it you can teach. You'll muddle through. You'll get there. But the common sense part. So we were blessed. We had 3 children who have common sense. So I'm glad about that. And they've turned into be, beautiful, beautiful women. But, so at that point in your life, I was just focused on being a mom. And then I was focused on growing a business. So it was just business. And, and then in the background, I was still trying to be the mom. And then they flipped. Then I closed the business and I had to be full-time being the mom. And then, went to work for somebody else. So I didn't have to sort of have that headspace taken up at night. Because when you're running your own business, you're in business. Well, I am in business mode the whole time. It's like when I was teaching, I was in teaching mode the whole time. Everything was an opportunity for teaching. And what I've come to realize is that me as a person is every moment is an opportunity for teaching. Not necessarily for teaching others, but for teaching myself. And I try to lead by example. And sometimes it's calling myself out. That's the example. Like, do not do this. Learn from my mistakes, that kind of thing. And other times it's, just putting myself out there as me. And if you resonate with it, that's great. But those growth opportunities, I truly, truly believe, and I've been saying this for a long time, that I will die still learning. I cannot imagine living without learning more. We are on a learning planet, and I fully intend to take advantage of that every moment that I take a breath. But it looks different, right? It looks different at different points in time in your life. So what is it that makes you, what is it you'd like to do next that would take you to a whole other level of being your best authentic self? That's my question. That's my musing. Have a great one, everyone.